extreme outer limits, baby. It's just got to be extreme.
Woo! I worked for that one.
Extreme Outer Limits is presented by Night Force Optics. Precision optics for precision shooting.
Welcome to Extreme Outer Limits. We're here in my home state in Oregon on a blacktail hunt. Last year we actually hunted up until Halloween Day. I did not get a buck last year, but my daughter did, which was really exciting. It was actually her first buck. This year we rearranged our schedule and we're actually starting my blacktail hunt on Halloween Day. So we've always thought of Halloween as being that magical day that the bucks actually start really getting into their rutting patterns. So it's kind of exciting for me to actually be here starting my hunt on Halloween, and we're actually going forward from there. So we're excited to be here. Thanks for joining us. First evening hunt, we saw a handful of does, no bucks. We've lost daylight, so we actually got to a spot that we really wanted to look at tonight, but there's just not enough light left to see very well through our optics, so we'll hit it again tomorrow. First morning out. We're dealing with a little bit of fog this morning, but we're hoping if we walk down here, by the time we get down to where we can actually see, some of this fog may have moved out. So pretty excited to see what's on the hill.
Chris and Bob put the glass to work and were able to locate a few blacktail through the fog.
Well, I just spotted 2 deer. Definitely identified one as a doe. The second one fed into behind some brush, behind a tree, and haven't been able to locate it again. Definitely a good hill for a buck to be on, so we're gonna sit here and do some more glassing.
This segment is brought to you by the Night Force NXS 5.5 to 22 rifle scope. Available in 50 and 56 millimeter objectives. Features the high-speed zero stop, a 30 millimeter tube allowing for 100 minutes of adjustment and multi-coated glass, producing superb resolution at high magnification. Extreme Store presents the Ready to Hunt Rifle Series. Includes a new MOA rifle, custom-loaded ammunition, sight-in and validation work done over 1,000 yards. Complete and ready for the field. Visit extremestore.us for current inventory.
The second day passed with few sightings, but as often happens while chasing blacktail, a buck popped up out of nowhere, and Chris was presented with an opportunity.
Is he still there? One.
Talk about threading the needle. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so. Oh. The camera don't even tell any of that story. Oh my gosh, you just killed a nice blacktail.
I know.
Your biggest blacktail.
That's what I came out here for.
Guys, there was no
time.
no time to preface this. We come down this road in one of these spots that we come check all the time, and I walked one way because Chris was going to go use the little lady's room. That buck was 30 yards down this ridge staring at me, and I didn't even see it. It ran off. We went to one side, we went to the other side.
We ran all the way up the hill.
We came back, and he was right there. All he did, Chris, was go from right here to right there, enough to break that ridge to be like, I'm hidden. He was in the brush, and I told Chris, you thread that needle, do not let this blacktail get away, and you just smoked him. Buddy.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited to go down there and see.
Summit 7 Rim Mag 195s. This gun is on a roll.
I know.
Oh, you just killed your biggest
Dropping
blacktail,
everything.
man.
Yes, biggest blacktail. Are you kidding me? I haven't shot a blacktail in how many years? 3 years.
And then
It has duped me
you're
every
gonna
year.
be very pleased with that deer.
I'm excited. Let's go.
All right, guys, we're going to get that deer right now.
Let's go. This is pretty much vertical. Well, Bob's already told me that the deer is right over here, so I'm gonna go get my hands on him. Oh, I see him. All right, well, he's kind of in an awkward position. We might need to take a minute and get him turned around, but this is a very bittersweet moment for me. I actually started hunting blacktails. That was the first tag that I ever bought. And they are an elusive species. If anybody is watching that has done an Oregon blacktail hunt, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We deal with rain, fog, steep terrain, the nastiest, steepest hills that you can possibly glass into is where these guys live. And it has been, I think, since 2011, maybe 12, since I actually took a blacktail buck. Not because I didn't try. I actually have been out here every year pounding the ground, glassing, and just looking for a nice buck that I could actually pull the trigger on. and it's a tough task. This year I set out here no different than any other year. Bob and I talked all the way here about what my goals were, and they're the same as they've always been, is just to come out here, hunt hard, and hopefully put my tag on a nice buck. And this is definitely my biggest Oregon blacktail buck that I've ever taken. I couldn't be happier with him. He's everything I was looking for. The circumstances of this hunt were crazy, as usual. Bob actually spotted him right when we were just getting out of the rig. We just set out on our afternoon hunt, and I came back down because I had taken off to go up the hill to glass, and it all happened so quickly. But a humbling experience for sure. I couldn't be more proud of this buck. And I finally got a 4-point. This is a nice Oregon blacktail. So thanks for hanging in there with me all these years and watching me go home with tag soup. Bob has been on the camera for me on this hunt. It's just him and I out here, kind of back to our roots. It's been a long time since him and I hunted all by ourselves. So another awesome part of this hunt is just everything is great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love it. I love it, and I love hunting with you, and I love the fact that we're in our home state, and I put my tag on this beautiful blacktail buck this year.
I'm proud of you. Killing a 4-point blacktail is like an epic feat.
It is,
buddy.
It is. Thank you.
Under pressure.
And you've been doing a great job just packing everything around just to follow me around so I could get this hunt done. So my daughter's going to be coming in this week and hunting with me again. So I'm looking forward to her coming. The cool thing about that this year is that I've already tagged out.
Yeah, a little less pressure, right?
Yes, a little less pressure. Believe it or not, I mean, it is definitely one of those things when you go year after year trying to hunt a certain species and you just go home every time empty-handed. It's, you know, it's a humbling experience to be sitting here right now with this 4-point. I couldn't be happier.
I'm at an all-time high, so I'm hoping that lightning's going to strike twice and Brianna's going to get a buck.
That would be awesome. Stay tuned.
This segment of Extreme Outer Limits was brought to you by the Extreme Shooting School, hosted by Bob Beck, an information-packed 2-day class. For more information, go to extremeouterlimitstv.com. Extreme Outer Limits is also brought to you by G7, Grip and Pull, Night Force MOA 1000 Rifle Scope, MOA Rifles, Night Force Optics, and Burger Bullets. This segment is brought to you by the Extreme Store. For all your brass, bullet, and ammunition needs, head to extremestore.us.
Just getting started here this morning, out here on our blacktail hunt. It's been a good hunt so far. I got myself a nice buck. Pretty happy with that. Today my daughter has joined us. She got in late last night. She actually joined us last year for her very first hunt.
Yes, I did. It was super fun.
So you know what they say, if something's not working, you gotta change it up. Today we decided to walk in behind a gate, put all our gear on her back and came in here, and we're gonna glass some really, really great canyons, and the fog followed us. So we're kind of hanging out for a little bit, gonna wait it out. Hopefully we'll get a little different weather that'll push it up the canyon and out of here, but if this rain stays, I think we might be in for a long day.
Having only one night left to hunt, tensions were high. However, nearing the end of the evening, a buck is spotted.
Okay, yeah, you can still see his shoulder behind the brush. All right, Brie, just take him whenever you're ready, nice and easy. Just think that trigger pull through. Done.
Shut up.
Got him.
Oh my
Nice shot.
We're on a win.
Come on, let me go.
Get him.
Come on, Mom.
She sat there for so long. Good job.
Just like that.
Yes, right on.
Brianna,
Woohoo!
let me
I got him.
let me
There
get
he
out of the way of
is.
the.
Oh, your very first buck. Look at him. There you go. Nothing wrong with that guy. How do you feel now that you tromped down that hill to get him? It's
A lot more rewarding, you know?
well, this has been a great hunt. Being able to hunt with your family is something that is just second to none, and we never take it lightly.
I'm ready to do it again and hopefully see some more deer out here.
Yeah, see how this year goes. We never know when we're just getting started.
Should be a good time.
The team searched all day for a buck for Brie. However, spotting deer on the Oregon coast is no easy task.
Well, I'm sad to say that this Oregon Blacktail hunt has come to a close. This is the last day of the season. We've hunted until the last light, last camera light. We're certainly losing shooting light, so.
We've glassed a lot of canyons and walked a lot of ridges. Seen plenty of doe and some spikes, but nothing legal yet, so maybe next year.
It was great having you out here. Sometimes it's not definitely about hanging your tag on something, but just getting to spend time with your family. It was a great hunt. It was a fun time.
This segment of Extreme Outer Limits is brought to you by Benchmark Barrels, the rifle barrel of choice for long-range hunters, competition shooters, and sport shooters worldwide. Ask for one on your next rebarrel or custom rifle build. This segment of Extreme Outer Limits is brought to you by Kestrel Ballistics Weather Meters, the perfect match of long-range ballistics and environment. Get precision aiming solutions for your gun, your load, and your shot.
Last year on EOL TV, you saw Austin shoot his first deer, a blacktail doe.
Nice and easy. Nice shot. He's shaking like crazy, guys. Pull your thing down. What do you got to say? You just dropped that deer.
Where's the wound?
Oh, it's right here. Look.
Oh,
You shot it.
small? 10 ringer.
Well, the bullet is really little, right? So it's traveling so fast that it enters that shoulder, and then inside is where it expands. So this entrance side, you don't really see a whole lot there, unless you look like that.
I mean, I was kind of expecting like a cliche, like bullet,
Oh,
big, giant.
But I just want to say congratulations, buddy. You did a good job.
Congratulations on your first.
I know
first
you were
deer hunt.
nervous and you had all the first time jitters, but you got it done. And at the very last nick of time, that's for sure, right? So
Yeah.
we literally have our stuff in the truck ready to hit the freeway and go home. So how good is this, right?
This year, he was looking for his first buck, and the action happened fast. Fast as
Right on the
in
shoulder.
first morning of the hunt, just after first light.
If you're nice and gentle on the shoulder, nice, easy trigger press. Anytime you're ready, bud. Got him. Got him.
Got him?
You got him. Nice. Okay, hold on. You got him, buddy. You got him. Not a lot of tracking needed. Good shot, bud.
Yeah, I thought I was scared. I was thinking that we were gonna have to go a lot farther, and I was thinking I might have not.
Hey, what do you think? Give me that gun. We're not even gonna need a follow-up shot. 3x3 brow tines. What do you think, man? Your first buck and your first blacktail buck. Grab that and show everybody at home what you got. Not a bad deer. Look at that. What do you think, man? Your very first buck. Last year, you went on a youth hunt. You ended up having to take it a doe because we couldn't find any bucks. And now, here you are, stepping it up in the world. Cool thing about Oregon is the kids get to hunt. So the adult season or the general season ended yesterday, and then the youth get to go on a Saturday and Sunday. Here we are on the Saturday, and so every day as you get going, it gets a little closer or a little further into the rut. So that's good, man. Congrats, buddy. Good job. Good shooting. 284 yards. You were stressing me out a little bit there for a minute.
I was stressing myself out. I was like, whew, gotta not disappoint.
No pressure. I just thought, man, he's taking a while. I don't know how long that deer's gonna sit there. Anyway, good job, buddy. Well, the great news is not too far to pack too. Only a couple hundred yards, so that's great, huh? All right, well, that's a wrap to Austin's blacktail hunt right here. Nice buck, buddy.
Want more long-range hunting info? Be sure to check out the all-new Extreme Outer Limits podcast for long-range hunting tips and insights. You can find new episodes on iTunes and Podbean starting October 1st. Star Valley Outfitters, now owned and operated by Extreme Outer Limits, is one of Wyoming's premier hunting locations, offering opportunity on trophy elk, bear, deer, and moose. For more information, go to ExtremeOuterLimitsTV.com. Extreme Outer Limits is also brought to you by Macmillan Stocks, Benchmark Barrels, Kestrel Ballistics Weather Meters, Lapua Brass, passion for precision, and Vitavuri Powder, the power of accuracy.